Welcome back, one and all, to Random Gaming Ninja. It is time once again to play another game. Today, I bring you Fallout New Vegas. We're going to be attempting a slightly longer recording session. And for this video, I thought I'd show you a thing or two that I know can be done in Fallout New Vegas. We're doing this on the Xbox One. You can choose whatever you want for your beginning perks depending on what scenarios you would like to have play out. But for the sake of the exploit that we're about to use, why don't we just put all our points into intelligence? And that should be good enough. But then again, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're not going to put all the points into intelligence. So we'll just put the last one somewhere random.
Look at that. Maybe them bullets done your brain some good. You know your violence.
You can take whatever you want from Doc's house. It will become unnecessary at some point after I show you what you can do. I just chose a randomized look. You can always change that when you leave the outskirts of Good Springs. So it doesn't really matter what you say to him. You can be as specific as you want according to your own personal views, or you can just mash the continue button, A or X, whatever system you're using. But then you get to this screen and you can just pick whatever you want. Let's see here. We're going to need at least speech or barter, one or the other. And if you're going for the caps exploit that I'm going to show, you'll choose barter. If you're just wanting to get through specific skill checks, you can choose speech. Let's see here. I'd like guns and lockpick just in case.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. You got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find your family history.
Once you've finished up at Doc Mitchell's house, there's a few things you can do. There we go.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
And let's just talk to you. You can tell him whatever you want to tell him according to your personal views of the game and what you would like to see. And we get all the basic stuff. Gives us a bit of bobby pins, which will become useful in the future. Now you're going to need some caps, so you're going to need a few items from his house. Let's just take some items of value. Never know what you're going to need out there. You can always come back later on if you want. Okay. So I'd like to welcome all new subscribers. Welcome back, all original subscribers. Welcome to Good Springs and welcome to New Vegas. Continue spreading the positive energy in life to lift others out of the darkness that surrounds us, and let us be a guiding beacon of sorts for those who are not so fortunate. Our channel has always been about spreading a positive message and being the best version of yourself that you can be.
If you're hurting for caps,
However, life is different for everyone. So I understand if there are certain things that some of you may be unable to do. I myself have found myself in that position.
another satisfied customer.
So you're not going to have a lot of caps at first. Do whatever you see fit to get those caps. You can be a thief. You can go through the basic beginning portions of the game to earn it fairly. Whatever you like.
Cheyenne, stick.
Alright. Now we're going to train with Sunny Smiles. A rather befitting name, if I do say so myself. Cheyenne, such a good dog. I like to protect this character when you help them out clearing geckos from the springs.
See the sarsaparilla bottles?
She'll give you a vermin rifle. Do with it what you wish.
You can try to hit a couple of them.
I like to crouch down and
That's the right idea. Put down the
look at that, it knocked down a secondary bottle. Ghost bullet. Ha!
crouching down and staying still.
See if I can make this one do a flip. Well, I suck.
Nice shot. Well, that's a start.
And I'm going to do the mission because I want to earn some extra caps. And there's Victor. Let's just hotkey a couple of these, just in case. Know that things can go a few ways when you're fighting the geckos. You're going to have to wait for Sunny, speak to her just before the springs. That is where the geckos will activate and spawn in, I believe. Or I'm just mistaken and we can go over here and take them out before she even arrives. Let's explore that, shall we? And see if I'm mistaken. But first things first. I have quite a few saves here, so let's just make a new one. I've started a number of characters. There's so many different ways to play the game, I just can't help myself. Come here, you filthy buggers. Yes, we know how to use bats. Let's take care of this guy first. Ha! Take that. Alright, that one's done. Well, considering I don't like Cheyenne to get killed, let's clear out the other areas. Not to mention there's an individual down here that needs saving. Do they not spawn in yet? I guess they don't spawn in. And she's not here either. There's usually an individual that needs saving. Okay, she hasn't spawned in yet, which means we have no choice but to speak with Sunny. So in order to save this individual's life and earn a bit more in the way of items or rewards, what have you, let's just continue the next portion of the game. Note, you can gather these items off of these carcasses in order to obtain more caps. So why the heck not?
See? You're getting ahead. Come with me.
Alright. She gave us 60 more bullets with which to fire. You can choose to either fight the geckos over here first and then go after the individual that needs saving. But if you do that, there's a high probability that Cheyenne will die. So, be mindful of that. Headshot, all of them. Come on, reload, reload, reload. Next. Pistol. Go, go, go. And voila, we kept her alive. What was your name again? So far it's just Good Springs Settler, but I know she has a real name. Oops. Alright, put that away. And then Sunny comes down to ask her if she's alright. Look at that. Saved her quite a big chunk of health.
Holy moly. I came up here to draw water.
And voila, we've obtained our first
Now that was some
reputation.
good work. Here's a little... One more thing I
Thank you
wanted
for
to
the
share.
extra bottle caps. And no, I don't care about learning about survival ability. Yes, you can craft things at the fire pit, but it's hardly useful. Unfortunately, I don't have the proper gun or ammo to show you another exploit that I learned watching a different YouTube video. So this will be my first video that I've recorded that is over 10 minutes. In the past, regardless of whether it was the device I was using at the time, or if it just happened to be how the status of the YouTube algorithms and whatnot were working, but it would not upload anything I recorded that was over 9 to 10 minutes long. So wish me luck. Hopefully this uploads. If not, we'll have to keep things around 10 minutes or under. So before I get too much farther, I am going to have to buy a few things from Chet, the store owner. But for now, let's just try and get through the next portion of this story.
Done being nice. What do you want?
I want you to stop talking to her so that I can talk to her.
Well, you've been called.
What was that about? Where is this person? What happens if I do this? What happens if I do that? Never mind, let's talk about something else. Anyway. The whole thing I'm trying to do right now is just get some bits and pieces of information so that I can continue the game. Also, I'm trying to fix her radio. I could trade with her, but not necessary. I doubt my repair skill's high enough for this. There we go.
Feeling thirsty?
Fixed your radio, and I upped my barter so I can get more caps. Thank you. Pretty soon we should level up. Please note, there are some crates out here that you can loot through without it getting you any bad reputation, because there are some crates and whatnot around that's considered stealing. So be cautious if you're looking to go through that kind of playthrough. You can't take these because it's red. There's a bunch of these throughout the game. You can transfer items between locations. It's really useful as a storage locker.
You looking to buy some supplies?
So, what I am aiming to do right here is sell off my unnecessary items in order to obtain a specific gun. And that gun is known as the Silenced 22 pistol. You're going to need that. Let's go to ammo. We're going to need some rounds for it. I don't need that many. Honestly, I only need like 5. And we will accept this.
Thanks.
Now, to the inventory. We're gonna put this on the hot bar. And I think that's that. So here's what you're going to need at this point in the game. You're going to need to go and talk to Joe Cobb, a powder ganger, and in my eyes, a rather evil individual, but necessary for the exploit that we are about to do. I know this has been done by others in the past, but I figured why not give it a go. So you're going to help him out by tracking down Ringo and helping him take over the town. If your intelligence is high enough, you'll be able to convince him that you're going to help him. tell him you have a deal, and then say goodbye. You'll only have to talk to him once more. If you do anything beyond that, you might fail the exploit that we are trying to do. As you may or may not know, Ringo is hiding out in this little gas station up on top of the hill next to Doc Mitchell's house. There are these buffalo gourds on the ground throughout the game. You can use those to get some extra caps if you need to. They're not very high in value. They don't restore that much HP. So get your highest damage dealing weapon. Don't forget to save once in a while before you do anything major. Which one was it? I believe it was this one, yes, right before the geckos. Alright, let's take from this vending machine. Sunset sarsaparillas will be useful in the future.
That's close enough.
Oh, I'm just having a look around, don't mind me. You don't need to pay any attention to me. I'm not really worth your time. Goodbye, Ringo. This is necessary, by the way. Take from him whatever you want. I don't like grabbing the caravan deck because it's useless in my head. His outfit is worth a little bit in the way of caps. Anyway, that's good enough for that. Maze. Oh, it's worth a little bit. Why not? I picked that up by using the right control stick, which is the look button. You click it down in order to grab things. Click and move. Simple. Take everything you want from here, even if it's labeled red. It really doesn't matter at this point because it's not going to hurt your reputation that much. And since I just chose lockpick, we can open safes. And a couple of things of psycho. Perfect. Now that we've done all that, we can go back to Ringo and convince him that we killed... Whoops, we just killed Ringo. I meant Joe Cobb. Convince Joe that we've killed Ringo and we're going to help him take over this entire town. However, that is not the case. What we're going to do instead is convince him that we're going to talk to the shopkeeper, Chet, and convince him to lend them ammo and armor and whatnot. So let's talk to you.
What do you want now?
Ringo's dead, what are we going to do about it? He asks you to go and take care of it. From here, you're going to... I thought I equipped my silenced pistol and hotkey. Huh, I guess not. So, get far enough away, or rather, get these guys to look a different direction so they're not staring at you. Over here, pay attention to me. Yes, look this way. There you go. Stop staring in this direction. I need you to pay attention to somewhere else. Thank you. Now you're going to get your weapon out. Silence 22 LR. Crouch down until you are hidden. And I like to save here in case things go wrong. Which, more often than not, they do go wrong. You can use VATS or you can just poop right in the head. What this will do is fail the mission. And depending on where you're at, you'll level up. I'm going to up my barter skills so I get more caps from selling things to Chet. Do intense training and up my endurance level, which will be important later on in the game. Why will it be important later on in the game, you might ask? Because way out in the Mojave, really close to one of the entrances to Freeside, there is a doctor, surgeon, whatever you want to call her. She specializes in implants. And if you have enough caps and a high enough endurance level, you can get all of her implants, every last one of them. And let me tell you, they're well worth the caps. So, the reason you want to fail that mission is because of this line right here. The Powder Gangers need you to donate some supplies to them. But just in case I didn't do things correctly, let's just check that save. It's right here. Let's put a new save just in case. Now, Chet, you're going to infinitely give me what I want.
Oh,
Like this. Again, and again, and again. And you can do this as much as you want until your level cap has been reached. Please note that the higher the level, the longer it takes to accumulate the necessary XP to level up, which is why intelligence is so important, although it's not crucial to have it at 100%. You can leave it at 8 or 9, and that's just fine because of the implants that you'll be purchasing later on in the game. And we'll up our speech to 25 just so we have the other skill check option. I like sneaking because, let's face it, I'm a ninja. And since we're done with that, we can save on top of that one. Now, when you empty out Chet's inventory of caps from selling him things that you don't need, he will take some time. See, he already gave me a bunch of leather armor. And I can sell all that to him. Look, I already have most of his caps. I don't need maze, I don't like drugs. Don't do drugs, boys and girls. That's bad stuff in real life, and you don't want any of it. Trust me. I may not have experienced it firsthand, but I'm telling you now. Truth be told, definitely not worth your time, or money, or effort. You can purchase whatever you want from him as you see fit. You can buy all of his ammo, you can get all of his weapons, whatever you want. Any apparel that he has that you want, any aid that you think you might need, including doctor's bags, stim packs, super stim packs, magazines, what have you. So, that concludes
pleasure doing business with you.
the majority of this exploit. See, now I can do both skill checks, and this will help you to earn an achievement. There's an achievement for doing a successful amount of bartering or speech. Anyway,
Easy now.
enough is enough. So when his caps go down to 0, or you're looking for specific things to pop up in his inventory, you have to wait. Literally, in the game time, you have to wait. Let's put that on. And repair. That's how you reduce your carry weight, by repairing the leather armor over and over again. Please note that after you're done getting whatever you want from Chet, you can come back out here and you can pick off Joe Cobb's gang one by one with the Silenced 22 LR, or just fight them outright when you're capped out with your level. I specifically like to sneak up behind each and every one of them and cap them silently in the back of the head, whether it's with the Silenced Vermin rifle or the 22 LR. Know this, most of them will be carrying leather armor, except for this guy, because he chooses not to wear it. But when you kill them, they will have a lot of leather armor, and you will move this slowly. Literally, like this. Now, before we end this video, I'm going to end it with one final note. The 357 Magnum. You need 2 different types of ammo for this gun specifically. Once you have a secondary type of ammo, you're going to switch between ammo types using the switch button, which is up on the D-pad on the Xbox One controller. So we're going to purchase that from him. I can't remember what type of ammo it is. 357, I don't recall. Let's just get a couple. 357, 38 special. I can't remember. I have the memory of a goldfish. Thank you. We have everything we need, I think. Let's see. Yep, okay, perfect. Let's go outside so I can show this to you proper. So with the 357 Magnum in hand, because it's at the top of your inventory, you can also hotkey it to wherever you like. So, you want it in hand. So, you're going to switch your ammo type, immediately press the button for the Pip-Boy. And when it's finished reloading, it'll open your Pip-Boy, you unequip your Magnum, hold forward, and close the Pip-Boy. As you can see, I shot forward like a bullet. Whether you're over encumbered or not, you can literally do this over and over again. Why does this happen? I hotkey it and then suddenly it's not hotkeyed. Weird. Anyway, one more time, I'll show you. Press the B button on the Xbox One controller, unequip, hold forward, and exit. A word of caution. If you do that little exploit and you hit an angle, like a rock or something, it will shoot you up into the air. So while you're falling, you'll have to measure the distance between the ground, save, and then load before you hit the ground in order to prevent fall damage. Let me see if I can show you really quickly. So we're going to aim at a rock. We're going to do the exploit. It didn't work. Let's try that again. So aim at the rock, hit the pip button, and zoom! Height upon height. That is a fall that you will die from. So save. And before you hit the ground, or even if you do hit the ground, load. However, if you do hit the ground, you're going to want to let your character die for a few seconds before you hit start and load. Otherwise, it'll probably glitch out your game and prevent you from doing that anymore. So that's it for this portion of the exploits of this game. We'll get into the secondary portion. Well, why don't I just show you? Actually, yes, that will be part of the next one. We're going to end this video off right here. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video and the exploits that I've shown for Fallout New Vegas, be sure to hit that like button with your ninja star. I will see you all again next time. Farewell.